So how to talk to women with confidence and certainty and purpose. Subscribe to my YouTube channel if you're new. My name's Jonathan. I'm a confidence coach for men. I've been coaching now for almost 11 years. It's my passion. I love it. Despite finding it very challenging, because I'm naturally quite shy, quite an introvert like most of my followers, but I've really worked on being myself. I've really worked on being confident through taking a lot of action, doing hundreds of public talks, coaching clients from around the world, being on lots of dates, just having a lot of experiences that have given me this confidence and enabled me to break out of the label of shy, anxious, and so forth. Right, so the first way that you speak to women before we get into anything is you've got to come from the right place, in my opinion. You want to have respect and you want to be honest and genuine. If you don't have those things in place, then relationships are never going to last. You're never really going to build anything of any meaning or any value if that's important to you, as it's important to me and my clients and people that follow me. So you've got to be honest. Being honest doesn't mean perfect. Being honest doesn't mean getting nervous or awkward. That's just human nature, but it's within those things you're coming from an honest place. Secondly, I think it's very important that men work on their mental health, and I break down on the channel the simplicity of how to do that. Number one is exercising regularly. Number two is eating a fairly healthy diet. Number three is having a long-term goal, and then having small daily goals that are very simple that you can complete. If you follow those things I've just said, 100% you're going to have more confidence in yourself. Therefore, when you're talking to women, that confidence is going to show up. You're going to feel more confident because you've been doing these positive habits. And if you do them consistently, you're going to see how much your life's going to improve, not just with women and your relationships, but all right across in every area. The next one is good social skills, being able to have a good conversation. I'll explain how to do that. Simple. The first one is listening. A lot of men initially, they don't listen. They don't listen because, they're ignorant. It's because they're so anxious and they're so self-obsessed with what's she thinking about me? How am I coming across? Does she like me? Am I attractive? When you can get past that, focus on the girl, focus on what she's saying. Don't just take it in and not really understand. You have to be present. It's through practice. Then when you really listen to what someone's saying, you can really get a sense of who they are, what they mean behind what they're saying. Because sometimes we say things, but we mean something else, We're getting things out, we're trying to get a person to get to know us. So when you can really listen, then you've got the best conversation to come back with, because usually, in most cases, it's always better to respond to what the other person's saying as opposed to you just coming up with things and hoping it lands. So that's a really important skill. The next one, which is my favorite personally, is you've got to find a topic of conversation that you're both passionate about, you're both interested in, and then you can focus on that. Example, let's say you and the girl love traveling, that's your passion. Well, then you stay on that topic. Everybody loves to talk about themselves, both men and women, and everybody loves to speak about what they're passionate about. So it doesn't make sense to deviate away from a conversation that you 100% know is going to be interesting. It's not going to get boring. You're both not going to run out of things to say. So the way that you find that conversation is simple. I teach this in all my programs, a great social skill that you can use in any situation. Business, dating, relationships, family, meeting new people. Ask questions. Obviously not a job interview, not 5 in a row, but ask the person, what are you passionate about? What are you most interested in? They'll tell you if it's business, if it's travel, if it's sports, if it's history, if it's politics, whatever it is. And if it happens to be the same passion as what you're interested in, then you, excuse me, then you know what to talk about. And then time just flies. So that's how you speak to women. From a place of confidence, purpose, great social skills, having a great respect for women, as I always say on this channel, and a great respect for yourself. You put these things into practice, guys, and you work on your mental health, because when you've got mental health, good mental health, and you're fit and you feel good and you're taking action, you've got a goal and a purpose, you show up different. The energy is different. It's so different for men when they've got purpose and they're working on their fitness and their diet and they've got personal goals that are important to them, that give them a sense of self-esteem and meaning and value. That's a very different type of energy as opposed to the opposite, when you're not going gym, when you're lazy, you're slacking and you're procrastinating and you don't have a purpose in life and you're just sitting around and you're not being accountable, you don't show up very well like that. And if you are in that position, look, don't be hard on yourself. Take my advice and start to change your habits. So great habits lead to great confidence, and that all goes into your conversation along with the social skills. Like I said, the listening, asking the right questions from the right place, and coming back and finding a topic. So that's how you do it. If you've got a lot out of this video, let me know in the box below. Like this video, share this video, make sure to subscribe to the channel. I heard another YouTuber say the other day that 80% of people that come on the channels don't subscribe. It really helps the channel to grow, guys. So please subscribe to the channel. And if you're interested in getting coaching in real life, my email address is below. Send me an email. I've helped thousands of men to get relationships. Some of my clients have gone on and got a fiance, a partner. So if you're interested in getting a relationship, email me and I'll speak to you and see if I can work with you. We'll decide over email, or if we've got to get on a Zoom call and I can speak to you, get to know what your goals are, what your stresses are, your anxiety, and whether we can work together or not, all right? Until then, I'll see you next video. Fearless.